everyone, welcome back to another video. We're going to do some plantain tarts in today's video. If you want to continue watching, guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment if you like it, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get straight into this one. If you have plantain sitting around and you don't know what to do with them, and we call these the rejects, you can use them up. Don't throw them out. You can do them, you can use them up to do different stuff. For example, you can make plantain fritters. I have a video of that as well. You can make plantain tart, or you want to bake a plantain bread. You can always use up your plantain as opposed to throwing them out when they look like this, right? To make this plantain tart, you are going to need overripe plantains. Those plantains are a little bit sweeter. And for the food coloring though, we are going to use beetroot. Guys, beetroot is a substitute natural color to give the plantain tart that little redness. If you don't want to use the beetroot, you can always go ahead and use food coloring, but I'm showing you guys a natural alternative as opposed to using the. As usual, I recommend that you wash your plantain before you even start peeling them. I'm going to remove the skin. And guys, this is another way to not waste anything in your kitchen, right? Just find something to do with those reject food that you have. Make soup, make tarts, make bread, you know, just use them up, you know, especially in this time you don't want to waste anything. All right, so we're going to cut them up. To our water here, we're going to add a pinch of salt. And my water has already been boiling. We're going to add in the plantains, and you want to cook these until they're tender. Bear in mind that to do this pastry, short crust pastry, we're going to use everything cold. Alright, so cold flour, we're going to go in with the flour. And our butter, cold butter, right? All the ingredients will be listed in the description box, guys. We're going to pulse it until all the butter combine with the flour. Now, take note of this, guys. When you're finished pulsing, it should look like this, a breadcrumb consistency. When you pinch it together, it should start coming together, even though we don't add the liquid to it as yet. Look at that. Perfect. A lot of people are afraid to make short crust pastry, and it is one of the most easiest pastry, guys, you can deal with. So we're going to remove it from the processor. Now guys, if you notice, my bowl here is cold as well. I prefer to work with everything cold because guess what? This pastry, if anything get warm in it, it will just destroy the whole pastry, alright? And I have very hot hands, so I prefer to use everything very cold. Alright, so we're going to put the flour in the bowl. We're going to add the ice water to the dough. And just use the tip of your finger and just bring it in together. After you have bring the dough together, I want you to remove it on the surface, your work surface, and I want you to just lightly knead it. Not for too long to develop that gluten. We don't want that. All right. So just work it just a little. So the dough should look something like this when you're done. Very soft. Alright, and not overworked. In my bowl here, I'm going to rest it. I'm going to cover it and just rest it in the fridge to just relax the dough, and then we return to it. Alright, let's take a look at our plantains. And these have fully cooked. Fork go right through them and all. See that? We're going to remove the plantain from the heat and strain off the water and return. This is actually a good time to add in your beetroot. Added in my cinnamon, my nutmeg, vanilla. You sweeten to taste, alright? I'm not going to use a lot because I don't like when sugar is too much in my pastries. And I'm going to mash it. So you see, no food coloring, but yet we still achieve that redness that the plantain tart should have. What I'm going to do now is just sprinkle a little tubes of salt to just bring up those flavors. You know what I was thinking, guys? If you have cardamom, it would be nice, the powder, to just add a little bit in there. And trust me, the beetroot did not overpower the plantain at all. Yeah man, the salt really bring up those flavors. I think it need a little bit more of the nutmeg. We have to make the filling very flavorful because remember, the short crust pastry does not have a distinct flavor, but the filling is what normally complement the pastry. Alright, so you have to make sure your filling is very flavorful and not just sweet. You understand what I'm saying? You go some places and you order something and it's just so sweet you don't even taste the layer of flavors, you know. So I just believe that you should just always use a lot of spice to complement the pastry filling. This has been 30 minutes since our dough has been resting. We're going to divide it in two and work with one piece at a time. So we're going to dust the surface with some flour. My rolling pin has also been chilling in the fridge. Using a cookie cutter to cut out a nice circle. And don't worry, the remaining dough you can roll it again and do the same process. Just don't overwork the dough, alright? We have gotten 11 pastry dough from half of the pastry that we made, right? So what we're going to do is to just put some holes in it so the dough can get to breathe. You just want to take some of the plantain puree and just put it inside. Fold over your dough. how lovely these look already. Look at those. Beautiful. We don't even finish baking and look how nice it is. We're going to bake this at 200 degrees for 30 minutes. Our plantain tart has finished baking, guys. Let's take a look on the inside. They're fully cool. See how nice the shell is? Beautiful. Very nice and flavorful, guys. And they're not overly sweet. The pastry, the filling on the inside really complement the pastry. See? Pastry is nice and which is what we wanted, right? These are really good, guys. I hope you give them a try. Like I said, if you wanted the filling on the inside to look more pronounced with the red, then you can always go ahead and use the food coloring. I did not want to use that in this video today. And trust me, it did not take away from the flavor at all. The flavor is still there. I taste all the spice. The plantain is very nice and sweet. Everything complements each other, guys. I hope you give this recipe a try. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Until next time, bye.